a message on Instagram and that totally took you by surprise. Who was it? What was that conversation like?
If I told you that, I would have to kill you. No, I'm kidding.
The one Instagram post of yours that got you the maximum reaction.
It would definitely be tight between Sara Tendulkar and Gautam Gambhir.
She's someone who's got great access as far as top athletes are concerned. Daughter of former Australia legend in Matthew Hayden, and now a very prominent figure as far as sports presentation is concerned. Grace Hayden joining us today on Sports Day. Grace, thank you so much for making the time. How are you doing?
Pleasure. You've got the better Hayden in the house today. It's so nice to meet you and be on.
Okay, no doubt about the fact that you're garnering a lot of love and attention here on Indian shores. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I feel so loved, honestly. I've always had such a great, uh, I guess, friendship. And honestly, it feels like my second family now that I've spent so much time over in India, obviously in the cricket realm, but I'm moving into tennis now, which is really, really exciting. I've always been a lover of all sports. So to tap into the tennis side, I'm really pumped to be doing. But yeah, I guess. I am really lucky in the sense that I have such great connection with the people of India, whether that be food, whether that be culture, whether that be cricket, and now it'll be tennis.
Yeah, you've perfectly taken me into my second question because everyone, including myself, we've seen you more on the cricket field now onto the tennis court. How excited are you about the prospect?
Oh, well, don't be worried now. I'll definitely still be in the cricket realm. But tennis is just a new challenge that I'll be just adding to my little bow. But yeah, I think it'll be a great new challenge. Obviously, I said I love all sport and tennis, especially the Australian Open. It's such an exciting time of year for me. I mean, Melbourne just is in perfection in January in terms of cricket, and then it's obviously got the Australian Open as well. So yeah, I guess to be really extending out into tennis, I'm really excited to take on the challenge. And being an athlete in the past myself, new challenges are always great motivation, and I love taking new things on.
I mentioned your father while I was giving your introduction, and I just cannot move away from him. We're such admirers of your father as well. So, just the one advice. Of course, there must have been so much along the way that you would have learned from him. But as you stepped onto the sports presentation realm, the one advice from him that you got that stayed with you and is the most important to you, you can share that with us.
I mean, the love is definitely, I feel it with my dad as well. He's such an awesome guy. Everyone was always terrified of him. And anytime I meet someone in India, they're like, "Oh, we were so terrified of your father." But then now they all see that gentle giant side that I get to see, and I'm so privileged to work alongside him sometimes too. But yeah, he's so supportive of me and my brothers and my mum and whatever we want to do. So I guess his advice to me when I started in this industry was keep it simple, be yourself, smile, do the work hard, and honestly, the world's your oyster. So he's such a great support to have alongside me. He's brutal, so he
Yeah.
definitely maintained that side to him. But we all need that brutally honest side to someone and someone that you can trust and turn to and know that really has your back. And he's obviously been in this industry, not just as an athlete, but as now a commentator and really in the TV world himself. So to be able to lean on him when I really need that advice, it's such a privilege that I definitely don't take lightly.
Since we're speaking about him, a little off topic though, but we all saw your Instagram story the time that Joe Root got that 100 in Perth. What is
Oh,
the conversation like between the two of you? I'm sure he saw your story as well.
mate, you have no idea the stress that both my mother and I were under. We were like, Joe, please, please, mate. And it was obviously, we saw that Joe Root was in such fine form, so it was bound to happen. But he'd never got 100 in Australian soil before, so it was a risky call. And for whatever reason, Dad's decided to go for the most risky bet of all time. Keep your clothes on, brother. We do not want to see the gut flying around MCG. So, yeah, I was very glad to see he got 200. So he was well and truly safe down at the end of the Ashes. And, we got the Ashes in the end as well. So we absolutely dominated in the Hayden household this summer in my books.
Okay. Just as I was looking into your Instagram. It's a very popular Instagram handle now in India. Of course, you know about that. I noticed there are quite a few pictures over there with Sara Tendulkar. You seem to have a very good friendship with her. Tell us about how that friendship began and one memory you may have with her.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl, honestly. We worked together in it was last year for actually Queensland Tourism.
Mhm.
We went around Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and I was sort of her tour guide. And that was so much fun, and it was great to connect with her. She's lived such a big life. She's so smart, very well educated, and it was really nice to just connect and bond over the fact that, we've both sort of grown up in different circumstances, but also similar ones in the same sort of realm. Like our dads were some of the best that cricket's ever seen. So, that definitely it has its ups and it has its downfalls as well. So to be able to connect with someone from a different country and to feel the same things was sort of a nice reassurance. But yeah, no, it's great to keep in contact with her.
I just want to double tap on that Instagram bit over there. With all the attention, with all the love that you get on social media, tell us about the one sporting, non-sporting entity, whatever, one big celebrity that managed to send you a message on Instagram and that totally took you by surprise. Who was it? What was that conversation like?
If I told you that, I would have to kill you. No, I'm kidding. No, my DMs are a very sacred space, so I won't be revealing that. But yes, no, there has been a few people slide in.
Okay, just tell us whether this was somebody from sport or the non-sporting world.
Of course. I mean, when you're involved in sport, you obviously,
Yeah.
you're around the sporting trap, so it definitely captures the attention of people that you might not expect.
Okay, I'm hoping that the next question I ask, I do get an answer to that one because I don't think there should be a problem with that one. The one Instagram post of yours that got you the maximum reactions, the maximum buzz it created, you really had to keep looking at your phone because the notifications weren't stopping. What's that one post you recall?
Oh, I mean, it would definitely be tight between Sara Tendulkar and Gautam Gambhir. I mean, I was really lucky to work in Delhi Premier League. That definitely made the socials blow up. I've actually had to turn off my social media notifications on my phone because it's just too much head noise. So
Yeah.
I think it's definitely got to be a close call between those two. I actually did an interview with Gautam Gambhir and that just went viral everywhere. So yeah, that was a pretty cool moment, I guess.
Okay, tell us about the one time. Of course, you're an e-sports presenter now, but the one time you had the nerves when you were interviewing somebody or you were told to interview somebody. You're right there. Was there any sort of anxiousness? Was there any sort of nerves that you felt? Who's that person who gave you the most amount of nerves as a professional, and how did that interaction ultimately turn out to be?
You know what, to be completely honest, every time you have the mic in hand, you have some kind of nerves. And I think that's a good thing. Those butterflies mean that you care. And if you don't have them, well, I mean, I don't care how experienced you are. I think it's
Yeah.
really nice to have that reassurance within yourself to go, okay, I got this. And you gotta be on. So yeah, every time you have the mic in hand, and I'm so lucky I get to stand alongside or interview so many superstars, especially in the world of cricket. So to now be able to change and head into the tennis space, and I mean, during the extra serve segments that I'm doing with Sony Sports, I'll be chatting to some of the superstars on court. So I'll definitely be looking forward to having those chats, and I'm sure nerves will be on board.
Any superstars that you definitely want to put the mic to?
Oh, I love Sabalenka. I've just been raving about her for the past, I don't even know how many days, but obviously she won the Brisbane International and that was so exciting. And I think,
Mm.
she's had such a great Australian Open campaign in previous years. She's won two already. She was in the finals against Madeline Keys last year and actually had a loss. So I think she'll be ready and
Yeah.
raring to go. She's in terrific form. And I just think she's a great character. Tennis really holds a lot of great great characters, and I love the way that she shines on the court and off the court. Every interview, she's always cracking a joke. I laughed so much when she was hitting up her boyfriend for the ring in that finals match interview. I was like, I am gonna steal that one. That's a good, that's a goodie. But yeah, she's just iconic, and her kit for the Australian Open, I love the colours, and I'm excited to see it on the blue court.
My last question to you, Grace. Of course, I'd love to take the conversation to greater lengths, but time has its own norms at times, and so yeah, I'm just going to throw the last question at you. Of course, we as somebody who witness you a lot, see you a lot on television, and of course notice you on socials as well. It's not difficult to guess that you really like being over here, and you yourself said earlier in the interview that you that this is like second family to you. Tell us about how you've taken a liking to Indian tradition, Indian food, Indian attire. We see you experiment with all of that. Tell us about that in a summation, if you could,
Oh,
over here.
I love it all. And you know why? I think it's because it's so different to here at home in Australia. I love getting dressed up in the beautiful outfits that you guys have. Like the embellishment detail is just so intricate and special. And then you look at food, and for me, food has been a way that I've been able to connect with so many people around the world. I mean, I'm so lucky I get to travel to so many iconic places, but food in India is definitely a connecting factor. Everyone wants to bring you back home and share a meal with you. And I love to ask questions, similar to dad, actually. We love to get in the kitchen and learn and try to make recipes so we can replicate them back home. And that's really, when dad used to go on tour in India in particular, he would go into the kitchens and he would talk to the chefs, and then he would bring those recipes home to us, and we wouldn't see him for 11 months of the year sometimes, because that's just how cricket rolls. So he would come home and bring these beautiful meals, and I'd sit in the kitchen and I'd just eat up a storm, and I'd watch and learn and hear all the stories. So for me, food is such a special part, and I definitely think India has that same, a bond with food as well. And it's something that I love, love, love to try new things when I'm in India every single time. So yeah, it's such a special place to me, and I will forever always love it and love every time I get to come back. So I'm really looking forward to being in Mumbai very soon.
Very quickly, give me your favorite dish.
Oh, there's so many. I can't do it. People ask me this all the time and I can't. I'm just like, give me the biggest mix ever and I'll just hook in.
All right, Grace. Thank you so much. This was lovely. I'll reiterate, would have loved to take this conversation to a greater length. But yes, time is a constraint at the moment. So, yeah, must I thank you for joining us here on Sports Day. And we wish you all the luck as you step on to the tennis court.
Thank you for your time.